We all have dreams, little or large. We all have expectations, reasonable or unreasonable. We all have this mental picture of the way our lives are going to be. Isn't that true for you? In your mind, you probably had it all planned. Where you would go to school, whom you would marry, what your kids would be like, what kind of work would bring you satisfaction and purpose. Maybe you dreamed of a perfect house, a perfect spouse, a perfect 2.3 kids, perfect job. Maybe you saw yourself traveling the world or spending your life in service. Maybe you just hope to be safe and reasonably comfortable. Whatever you wanted for your life, if you're a Christian, you may well have assumed God wanted it for you as well. You might not admit it even to yourself, but you were pretty sure God was going to sweep down and provide for you as only God could do. The problem was, what you assumed wasn't necessarily happen. Nobody ever grew up thinking, I'm going to get cancer at 42. Nobody ever grew up thinking, I'm going to get fired at 57. Nobody ever planned to be divorced twice at age 45 or alone and depressed at age 39. Nobody ever thought that their child would end up in prison at age 20. You never imagined you wouldn't physically be able to have children. You never imagined you'd get stuck in a dead-end job. You never imagined the word that might best describe your marriage would be mediocre. But it happened. And you're angry. You're depressed. You're frustrated. You're hurt. Or furious. Or all of the above. And let's be honest for a minute. Part of what brings up such strong emotion is the fact that it feels like all the other people around you are achieving their dreams. Their lives seem so put together. Everyone else are getting married. Everyone else are having kids. Everyone else are successful. Everyone else are healthy. Everyone else are happy in their marriages or content and productive in singleness. Does this sound familiar to you at all? If it doesn't, it will. Because as I have said, it happens to everybody. So what do you do with a shattered dream? What do you do with an unmet expectation? What do you do when your life isn't turning out the way you thought life was going to turn out? What do you do when you have to turn to plan B? I'm not sure where you are with your faith right now. You may not have a relationship with God. You may not believe in the Bible. But if that's true, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to suspend your judgment. So maybe, just maybe, there are some words of wisdom in this ancient scripture that could help you answer the "what's now" question. Maybe there are some truths that will unlock hope in your life once again. Maybe there are ways of life you've yet to discover. You're probably at a critical crossroads in your life right now, where you're trying to answer the "what's next" question, or the "why is this happening" question. The Bible are full of stories about everyday men and women whose plans didn't work out. It's full of people who were trying to figure out what to do with a life that wasn't turning out the way they expected. People like you, people who really needed hope in the midst of a plan B. God bless us all.